break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I won't bend, break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know.
Hello YouTube and welcome to Dover International Speedway Site 2 race number 21 of the NRSL Reebok Truck Series season number 4, and joining me in the booth as he has for most of the season is Stephen Paul III.
Hello guys.
As we are here for the Wawa versus Sheetz 200, on the front row today is Steve Pollard and John Irvin. Kev Shearer, Chris Wilson make up row number 2 with Cole Deaver and Dylan Young in row 3. Preston Plord and R.J. Reynolds in row number 4, and Zach Flickinger and Trevor Germain in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven. New driver in the 13 this week, though, as it'll be Daniel James after Jack James suffered an injury last week at Indianapolis.
Definitely going to be a race. The first few laps is going to be crazy, and everybody's going to be single filing out. And it'll be a lot of good passing throughout the field, but getting a good start on the bottom will definitely be key. Favorites into the race is definitely John Irving starting on the pole, 6 points behind Commons, so look for him to have a good run. Some wild card guys, Plord, Anderson, and it looks like Brock need a good run to catch up in the wild card race. And starting on the last row is this, Amarego and Vicky Louvier, where she belongs.
66 and the 69 on the final row. As mentioned, Sky Commons with a 6-point lead over our pole sitter John Irvin. It's 57 back to Sam Young, the Portland winner. R.J. Reynolds, with his 4 wins on the season, has fallen back to 4th and 65 points back. Kev Shearer is 5th in points, 68 points back. And Elijah Gilbert is 86 back in 6th. Here's the command to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Rest of the top 10, Amanda Shelley and Dylan Young are 7th and 8th, and they can leave here as the points leader. And Zorline and Tom Shelley, 9th and 10th right now, they cannot leave here as the points leader. Onboards that we'll carry today, we'll start with the points leader, who is carrying our Dodge onboard camera, Sky Commons. Sam Young, the Chevy onboard. R.J. Reynolds, the Toyota onboard. Elijah Gilbert, the Napa onboard. Dylan Young, the Ford onboard camera. Jonathan Zorline, the AM/PM onboard camera. Trying to remember who else.
Tim Randolph, the Canadian Tire onboard.
Thank you. Tim Randolph, the Canadian Tire onboard. And finally, John Irvin carrying the Menards onboard camera from pole position here today. As off turn number 4, the Wawa versus Sheetz 200 is green.
Does that mean Kev has a Wawa on board?
You know, that actually would have been a Sheetz on board, to be fair.
Well, Kev's going to tell me after this.
Yeah, he will. Dylan Young is the one that's got the Wawa part of that debate going on.
And like I say, there is no Wawa or a Sheetz where I am, so I don't know what they're talking about.
I know it's restaurants enough. I know that much because we do have a Wawa out here, as William Brock is on pit lane, so that's a unfortunate start to their race.
Steve Paul getting freight train on the outside, definitely not what Steve Paul wants.
As 3 wide up there, now he's gonna have Dylan Young and Amanda Shelley on his inside.
Oh, don't hit the wall.
Sun's shining bright out here in Dover, Delaware.
Just like that red 57.
Whoa. Alexander Rowe, that 10 truck, looking good right now. He could use a good run. Comes into this one 33rd in points.
D&Q'd Indy definitely needs a good run after that.
And Zorline trying to pad his lead over 11th in points. Now clears the rest of the field. He's in 7th.
Good run by him. Like I said, Pack's trying to spread. RJ Reynolds, good run by him. He has 4 wins on the season.
Going for magical number 5 as Cole Deaver tries for 2nd spot on Chris Wilson now, the Quaker State Chevy. And he'll have the Bass Pro Shop Chevy will have the spot going down the back straightaway. RJ Reynolds looking to follow through, not able to get there.
Coles came close to a few wins this year running in there. Faith Rollins running 10th. Faith is really low in the points. He's 40th in points.
40th in points there for Faith Rollins.
Trevor Germain 9th after an 18th place at Indy in the James Hilton 06. The 58th James Hilton car.
Nice. Chris Wilson now going for 2nd, and RJ Reynolds going to follow through to 3rd. So
and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Charles.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I said RJ's win total is about to catch up to his D&Q total pretty soon.
Yeah, he's trying to do something that no one has done in this series at any level, which is win more than 4 races in a season. The most ever is 4. He has tied that mark. It was set in both Hooter Series and in the Truck Series, ironically enough, by the same driver in the same season. Elijah Workman holds the mark with 4 wins in both the Hooter Series and the Truck Series in the same season.
And the funny part is, Elijah, as my knowledge, has no cup wins.
He has no cup wins, and the thing is, he didn't even win the title in that season for either series.
As we laughed at Workman, Jessica's moving to the 10th position.
And Zach Flickinger's starting to fall back on that 9 truck right now. He was last scored in 6th, is going to fall back to, looks like, the 8th position now.
As the top 9 have definitely separated themselves to Jess.
And Cole Deaver trying to overtake the 09 truck now.
John Irvin looking pretty good. The real question is, where is Sky Commons?
That's a good question. We'll take a look as Sky Commons currently finds himself back in the 31st position.
As I think that is Steve Paul continuing to drop through the field.
Yes, it is. Max Anderson is back here. He was 3rd in the wild card chase, and Preston Plord is back in here. He was 2nd in the wild card hunt coming in.
Yes, the Chapter 11 for Norm Bang Racing continues to fall.
So looks like not very good days for drivers who were top of the wild card chase, because both the 24, the 92, and the 18 all running towards the back or having some sort of issue today.
As Alexander Roach, getting really close in the back of Amanda.
Looks like the 18 has finally gotten out there on track. Yeah, he has. He's not that far actually in front of the leaders.
Yep, so everybody's spreading out, which is good, because usually when we go to Dover, it's a wreck fest. It's good to see some clean racing here. The truck guys provide some good racing. Unlike the Hooters guys early in the season, this is actually really clean.
Alexander Rogue passing the 7 of Amanda Shelley for 6. Trevor Germain going to follow through to overtake the 7 for position number 7.
Well, Germain trying to improve. Maybe he'll get another race in the Hilton 58. Who knows how well he does.
And Joshua Hyatt with his 2 wins on the season trying to make a move into the top 10. Maybe he's into 11th now. And the other Norm Benning truck is up here in 12th.
Yeah, car doing really well. Hyatt has really dropped the points after being in the top 5. I think they're 20th now.
They come into this race 20th in the points for that 11 truck. So looking for a rebound here. 3 wide with Seth Cole now.
Seth forcing the issue. I think there's a movie here on the 40.
Yes. One of the drivers who ran well early on has faltered late. As of late, he comes in as 12th in points.
Here comes Kyle Matthews trying to get his best career finish in the points standing, running pretty good.
As my game decided to randomly click out of it. That's always fun.
Yes, I thought my internet died, but I guess not.
Nope, my mouse randomly clicked out. RJ Reynolds falling back because he is now falling outside the top 5.
John Irving has not been touched this whole race. Chris Wilson, not enough speed to catch the 88.
Doesn't look like it, at least.
I don't remember where John Irving won this season. That's really bad. Sky Commons is the most recent winner. I do know that.
Yeah, Sky Commons won last time out at Zen Joltis as Jonathan Zorline trying to make it 3 wins on the season. Maybe if he can get up there and challenge his teammate.
That means Jonathan's going to win at Michigan.
Well, he hasn't won here yet. I mean...
No, I mean if he wins the race.
Oh. Well, these
Well,
guys
last
are...
time Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I keep cutting you off. It's too late at night.
Doesn't help that there's usually a delay.
Yeah, and what was I going to say? Well, Zach Flicker isn't going to hold up the Thor Sport trucks this weekend, I don't think.
Probably not. He's pretty well up to speed in the 8th position right now. It's Amanda Shelley currently running in 7th, trying to pass the 6, or the 0646, I should say.
Alexander Rowe won the race. Did he win it? Did he win at Fidion?
Might have. I don't remember exactly where. Is Cole Deaver now looking for 2nd once again on the 5 truck?
Definitely looking sweet. We got an onboard on the 98 car too, so not bad. The top 10 has not changed at all so far. The Elijah, every team holds down the 10th position.
Well, it's changed every once in a while. It's just 10th place is now 5 seconds behind the top 9.
Yeah, and RJ Reynolds might drop that far back with how the 09 is, the tires have killed on him.
Well, he's still in the draft of that 9 truck, which, in fact, he ran the exact same lap time to 1,000th of a second the last time by. Meanwhile, Alexander Rowe now looking for 3rd on the 5 truck.
Now, if Alexander can get a win, that's going to definitely move into the 2nd wild card with 2 wins. So that's Alexander has a lot of incentive to get up there because he's pretty low in the points.
And Zorline trying to just improve on his buffer there over 11th.
I remember Rowe started like 17th or 18th, so that 10 truck definitely has got speed, but doesn't got enough speed to catch Cole Deaver and John Irving.
Well, he ran the 2nd quickest lap of the race so far, and he was the quickest of the top 3 that last time by.
Chris Wilson trying to get underneath there as they're almost 3 wide off the corner.
Almost, as Jermaine now trying to re-overtake the 7. Wilson not able to hang it in there on the 98.
Hyatt moves into the top 10.
Yep, and still loses ground on the top, on the leader.
Well, the 98 is giving a hell of a shot to the 10 as he's going underneath them.
And Zorline will make the move in turn number 3. So new 3rd place truck is the 98 of Jonathan Zorline, as ThorSport now runs 1 and 3 in this race.
Not bad for them, as they had heartbreak in Kentucky. The 2 were leading the race, and then the 9 truck held them up, and Kyle Matthews does clean sweep.
And I'm sure he was very thankful of that 9 truck.
Yes, he gave Zach Klinginger a very nice gift card from Federated Auto Parts.
As right now, Deaver not... Well, actually, he closed it in by a little bit there, that lap. Meanwhile,
not really seeing much passing.
Amanda Shelley tries to make a peak on the 06, not able to get there for the 6th position yet.
Good job by Jermaine. Alexander Rowe coming back. We are actually, I take that back. We are seeing a lot of passing, just not a lot of passing.
Yeah, we haven't seen a pass for the lead yet. We're already halfway home in this one. Taking a look back here, Delon Ebrahimian trying to pass Faith Rollins, as well as Chris Louvier trying to follow through.
And 31, we haven't talked about him all day. He's up there.
We haven't talked about him much all season, but Fode Sacco has not had a very good season whatsoever in that 31 truck.
James Qualls, this is why Qualls is high in the points. He doesn't finish top 5 or top 10, but consistently top 15.
Yeah. As for Sacco, comes into this race 29th in the points for this team, so that's part of the problem, as Kyle Matthews way up the track.
That's not what he comes. Jerry Shelley?
James Shelley. Maybe I need to put a JA on this for you.
I'm going to need a lot of things, as Kev's calling here, as that Steve Pollard coming back to the field, but it's too late for Steve.
It's got, well, yeah, and Card Pollard has fallen back because he was top 10 at one point. Hello, whoa. Sam Young and Joshua Osborne nearly making contact.
That was close.
And looking back up towards the front, as the 09 has fallen back, as Elijah Gilbert has held up the leaders, and we've had a change for the lead.
What the hell just happened?
Cole Deaver now to the lead as John Irvin gets held up behind the 16.
Well, there's definitely going to be some angry words on pit road.
As yet again, lap traffic possibly trying to screw over ThorSport. This time Zorline now takes advantage. He goes to the race lead.
You know what I'm spelling? Conspiracy.
As 9 laps to go now for Zorline. And tough break for John Irvin.
John Irving is definitely not going to Napa Auto Parts in a long time.
What is going on with the 16 that's got him so far off the pace, though?
He saw a ThorSport truck in the lead.
I don't know. As Amanda Shelley now to third, Chris Wilson second, Trevor Germain fourth, and Cole Deaver now runs in fifth. Zach Flickinger through all that goes to sixth, Roe, Irvin, and RJ Reynolds. And it's still high at intense.
I mean, the 16th only doing 143. As Amanda Shelley now, Amanda has a win this season. I know she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She is 7th in points, though, in truck number 7, and has just gone to 2nd position.
Trevor Germain only has 1 top 5 this season.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago either. He's also only got 2 top 10s on the entire season.
If Trevor wins this race, do they go to Darlington?
I'm not going to commit to that. I'll put it that way.
See, Amanda Shelley is trying to catch the back of the 98.
As now Cole Deaver. Caution is out with just a few laps to go, and it's the 01 truck.
Green, white, checker. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Hello.
Is Zorlin going to make it back?
He will lead at the line.
Whoa, got to be careful there. Don't plow. Are we going to have a 42 truck green, white, checker?
No, the 18 truck is multiple laps down.
Oh, okay, 41 trucks.
And the 16.
Well, the 16.
And now the 01.
You know, I really hate it for my 01 guys.
As caution flag comes out late. Looks like Vince Almarego might have also been involved. Alex Perkle is on pit lane in the 83 truck. Let's take a look.
It's not over yet, guys.
Let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the first time today. And we're back trying to figure out what happened into turn number 3. Vince Almarego just turns down and just gets into the 83. Stephen Pollard nowhere to go.
Now, it definitely looks like a revenge shot, and the 01 was an innocent bystander, then even more contact.
Yeah. So that's what happened there. Binky Lever going to be able to get around it easily enough.
That's a tough break for Paul in the 66. Definitely, Amarego definitely not happy with Alex Perkle there.
Not quite sure what happened there. These two have not really had much history this season that I can recall. So kind of out of left field really for a revenge shot. Not sure why the 66 thought he was clear or not. I don't know. Either way, let's get back to the restart here from Dover. And we're back. It'll be a 1-lap shootout from Dover as Chris Louvier is out of the race due to a piston failure. The 01 is Stephen Pollard third, broke underneath the yellow. He had to get towed back, I think. I don't know. Either way, top 10 rundown here. Jonathan Zorline leads over Amanda Shelley, Trevor Germain, Cole Deaver, Chris Wilson, Zach Flickinger, Alexander Rowe, John Irvin, RJ Reynolds, and Joshua Hyatt, the top 10. Then Space Rollins, Delon Abrahamian, James Qualls, Kyle Matthews, Kev Shear, Steve Pollard, Bafode Sacco, James Shelley, Jessica Shelton, and Card Pollard, the top 20.
It's definitely going to be an interesting restart here. Can Amanda Shelley get the run on the 98?
Or will Jonathan Zorline win his 3rd race of the season here?
Yes.
I mean, he's got 2 mile-and-a-half wins. This would be a speedway win of a different kind. Green flag is out. We're back to racing.
Or even start right there.
Trevor Germain makes the move on the 7, though.
All right, Germain got to go out. Man, Shelley just choked the hell
What
out of that.
a restart by the 06 truck. Down the back straightaway. He's peaking on the 98.
Oh, my God. Can he do it? He shuts the door.
Can't quite get there. And for the 3rd time this season, off turn number 4, Jonathan Zorline will see the checker flag first. He wins the Wawa versus Sheetz 200.
Man, Trevor Germain came so close right there. Great finish.
Chris Wilson comes home 3rd. And Amanda Shelley, Zach Flickinger, the top 5. Cole Deaver takes home, actually doesn't take home top rookie honor. Sorry, that goes to Chris Wilson. Cole Deaver, Alexander Rowe, John Irvin, and RJ Reynolds, and Joshua Hyatt, the top 10. So it's the same top 10, just in a little bit of a different order than they were. James Qualls still finishes 13th though on the day, so keeps a top 15 of streak going if he had one of those going. I don't know. Be interesting to figure out. Look at the bottom of the field. Stephen Paul III ends up 41st. Binky Louvier got up to 31st somehow in all of that.
Preston was 34th.
Yeah, Preston 34th. Max Anderson 26th. William Brock 40th. So those other wildcard drivers not running all that well today. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Zorline with his 3rd win on the season will move up from 9th in points as he was just 151 points back of Sky Commons starting the day. And worth mentioning, Sky Commons finished in 36. So new points leader upcoming after this one.
For sure. Where did Sky finish?
I literally just said that.
You know what, guys? I'm showing you why it's 141 tonight.
I literally say where he finishes. Oh, where did Sky Commons finish?
You know, guys, this is some dead. You know.
Don't do drugs,
give my
kids.
final thoughts.
So Steven, your final thoughts on the day.
One, it's time for bed. No, we gotta do Hooters first. But second of all, it was a good race. Definitely interesting. Not a lot of passing. Elijah Gilbert definitely is not gonna have. John Irving is not gonna have good words for Elijah Gilbert after this race. Good win to Zorline. Definitely gonna help him. Definitely clinch a spot in the chase, to say the least. Good run by some of the guys up in the top 10. And next race is at Michigan, so another pack race. So maybe Zorline could be 2 races. So that'll be his 4th win 2 weekends in a row. He wins 2 races in a row. So that'd be pretty impressive if he can do it. And Trevor Germain really wants to get back in the Hilton 58.
So with that, I'd like to thank Steven for joining me. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you guys next time.